Okay, there it is. I think it's working now. Can you guys see me? Yes. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Wow. Honestly, I haven't recorded a YouTube video since February. It is now May. There are a lot of things that go into... Wow, I feel like I see something. Ignore me. There are a lot of things that go into the reason why I haven't been recording videos. One, I needed a new camera, okay? Like, the phone thing just wasn't working for me. But yes, we got a new camera. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you've seen it. It's pretty cute. That's what I'm recording from right now, as you can see. But yes, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you're definitely welcome as well. This is Cole's World. My name is Nicole. I post lifestyle, travel, and what else do I post? Lifestyle, travel, beauty, and relatable videos for the everyday person. We're saying person now because I feel like guys get offended easily, whatever. But yes, welcome back. I guess I should start from the beginning, right? All right, so beginning. Well, let's talk about this whole coronavirus stuff. Let's jump into that. So yes, I did have coronavirus in, when did I get coronavirus? Well, I got tested for it April 6th. And honestly, like I told everybody who asked me about it, I feel like I had the worst of it like 2 weeks prior. I didn't know it was coronavirus. As any of my friends, I was just walking around like it was nothing. Like, yeah, I had like the headache and the coughing or whatever, but I thought it was like a regular cold or flu or whatever the case was. I had no idea it was coronavirus. So like, of course, me being me, like, I'm getting my phone, I'm texting all my friends. I'm like, yeah, so I've had this annoying headache for like 10 days or whatever it was. I don't remember. But like the headache would like come and go. So like I would be sitting down watching TV and the headache would come, like, but it'd be in like the back of my head, like over here. And it would only be there when I would cough. Like, so I would cough and my head would start pounding. And I was like, that's so weird. So you know me, I'm getting on WebMD and I'm like diagnosing myself with all types of things. I'm like, oh, it's a brain tumor, it's brain cancer, like all types of shit. I'm crazy. But yes. I told everybody about that weird headache and the coughing or whatever the case was, and I thought it was gonna pass. But then I woke up on, I don't know what exact day it was, but it had to have been like, okay, let me look at my phone. Okay, so I got tested on April 6th, and okay, so April 2nd is when I woke up, and I kid you not, I went to go shower or whatever, and I'm in the shower, okay? And I'm like, I can't smell my soap. Like, usually my soap's, you know, Bath and Body Works. So I can smell my soap usually, like, and it smells so good. But this time around, like, I can't smell it. So I'm like, that's weird. So you know me, I have my whole nose in the bottle. I'm like, trying to smell my freaking soap. And I couldn't smell the soap. So then I get out the shower and I get upstairs. I'm telling my boyfriend, I'm like, bro, I can't smell anything. He's like, what do you mean you can't smell? Your nose is stuffy. So like I spray like the nasal spray or whatever. Didn't work. I can't smell anything at this point. So now I'm panicking. I'm like, you lose your sense of smell, coronavirus. At that point I was like, I definitely have it. I was freaking out. So whatever. I told my friend Samantha, who's a nurse, shout out to you, sis. And she was able to help get me tested through Northwell because that's where she works. But yeah, I called them, gave them all my symptoms, and they were like, okay, the next available test date we have is for Monday. That was the following Monday. So I was like, all right. And they were like, well, for now, just, you know, self-isolate, all that good stuff. And I was like, all right. So half of me is like, no big deal, whatever. And the other half of me is freaking out, okay? Freaking out. So I go home and I had to self-isolate because obviously I feel like I knew I had it already at this point. Like, there was no doubt about it that I had it. So we had a separate room in the house. I'm in the separate room. I set it up or whatever, and then I just wait till I get tested on Monday. So fast forward to Monday. I go take the test, and mind you, you can't take your phone in there, you can't take your wallet in there. Like, it was some serious stuff. Like, you can't take anything in there. So I go in. No, you can't even go in. You have to like call them and be like, okay, my name is Nicole, blah blah blah, and I'm outside, I have a test scheduled for today. And they're like, all right, so just wait outside till we call you, and yeah, we'll call you in when it's time for you to get tested. So they call me in within like the next 5 minutes, and I go in, and the lady's asking me about my symptoms, blah blah, and I'm telling her. So then whatever, it's time for the test, and it's the doctor comes in for the test, and he's like, all right, so from what you told the assistant or the nurse, I forgot what she was, I'm sorry, from what you told her, it sounds like you have coronavirus, so hopefully you do have it. And I'm like, what do you mean hopefully I have it? And he was just saying that like people come in with symptoms and stuff, and it's 9 times out of 10 we're hoping that it's coronavirus so that we don't have to like figure out what else it could possibly be. That I found a little weird, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. But yes, so he's like, all right, so have you seen this test before? And I'm like, no. They're like, all right, well, have you been tested for the flu before? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, all right, so it's just like that. So I was like, all right, cool, like I got tested for the flu, no big deal, bro. So he goes, you might want to grip onto the sides of the chair. So I grip onto the chair, and he goes, all right, I'm gonna count to 3. So he of course counts 1, 2, and does it on 2, and I was not prepared. Like, bro, you told me you were gonna count to 3, you counted to 2, like you lied to me, like whatever. So this thing goes all, I kid you not, up here, all right? I know I'm really dramatic, but everybody that has taken this test can vouch for me and agree that that thing goes right there in your brain, okay? Like, I don't care what anybody says, it was in my brain, okay? It was jiggling around in my brain, whatever. So he jiggles it around in your nose, takes it out. Jiggle it around in your nose, takes it out. And he's like, all right, you're done. And I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm tearing because of tearing, okay? So I'm walking to the car. He's like, all right, you're gonna get your results in the next like 2 or 3 days or whatever. They did the rapid test, and I was like, all right. Walking back to the car, and of course I'm crying because I was unprepared. The whole production, I did it. But yeah, so then I get back home and I have to continue to self-isolate. I was in a whole separate room in the house. I couldn't be doing no cuddling, no nothing, like separate room in the house. I need the quarantine for 14 days, okay? So I'm in the other room. My boyfriend, being the angel that he is, has been taking care of me. He's been bringing me food, water, vitamin C, emergency. There's definitely a concoction that I'm pretty sure it was that remedy of stuff that helped me get over the virus. I have it on my phone. So if anybody out there, whoever's watching this, if you have corona right now, or you just want to like take preventive measures against it, because we still drink the little concoction like daily. It tastes disgusting, so fair warning, tastes disgusting, but it definitely helps. So it was, let me see if I can find it here: ginger, cinnamon, cloves, garlic, honey, aloe, and a little bit of rum. Of course, Haitians, they're using babaku. It is what it is. Find your preference of rum, mix it in there, and take a shot of it every day. Every morning you take a shot of it. And I feel like that's what really helped me. It tastes, like I said, it tastes disgusting, but taking a shot of it, like, it clears like your sinuses and everything. And I feel like that's what helped me, because as soon as I started doing the concoction, the shot, I felt so much better. My smell came back in like within the next like 2 days. I lost my taste for like, I feel like I lost my taste for like a day, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, honestly, with me, take my smell, okay? But that taste, like, one thing about me, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat, okay? So yeah, so then my smell came back within like the next 2 days or so, and I was feeling a lot better. Like, the headaches had stopped. Of course, I still had the coughing, and oof, this cough, you guys, that corona cough is no game, all right? No game. It sounds disgusting. It's just really, really bad. Also, I need to backtrack a little bit. The coughing is what, like, the first symptom for me was the coughing. Because I know, like, with everybody's different. Some people just lose their sense of smell real quick. That's their first symptom. And other people lose their sense of taste. That's their first symptom. But for me, it was the coughing. And everybody kept saying, oh no, you don't have it, because I had a productive cough, which means that's a cough that has like phlegm in it or whatever. So I guess that's productive, because it was really the dry cough that everybody was worried about. But yeah, so that's my coronavirus story. But a lot of people were like, how do you have corona and you're like fine? Like, nobody knew that I had it, because I was really fine. And you know what, honestly, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, I think I had the worst of it way before I got tested. And that's just me being me. Like, I texted my friend, like, when I was telling you guys, like, my friend Samantha thinks I'm crazy, because I just kept telling her, like, oh, I just have a headache. And that's that's all I said, because literally, like, that's all I had. Like, I didn't think I had full-blown corona, and I wouldn't even know where I got it from, because by that time, like, I had already stopped doing, because you know, my job, like, it entails me going into the foster kids' homes. Like, I had already stopped going into their homes. Like, we were just staying at the office. This is before we started doing working from home or whatever. So, like, I'm like, where did I even get this from? But whatever, long story short, I had the corona, but I definitely had a mild case. I know there's some people out there who have been going through it, like, and I'm always grateful that I had a mild case, because I am dramatic, all right? Dramatic. And only God knows what my situation would have been like if I had, like, the whole, like, shortness of breath and everything. It would have been a disaster. But yes, so that's my corona story. I'm definitely gonna put the remedy probably like somewhere over here or over here. I'm gonna add it into the video somewhere, just so you guys can see and use it. I am pretty sure it's gonna be helpful. Anybody that asks me, I sent them the remedy. Like, there's 2 of them, so I'll definitely write down both of them. I send the remedy to them, like, right away, and I always give that fair warning, like, it tastes like crap, but it's gonna help you. So, like, honestly, I advise pretend like it's liquor, because liquor doesn't actually taste good. You just want to get drunk, and I mean, hey, it is what it is. But yes, pretend like it's liquor, take the shot, call it a day, and you'll be fine. I promise, you will be fine. Look at me. I mean, my buns are a little lopsided, but I'm totally fine. But yes, that's my coronavirus story. I'm alive, I'm well, I thank God every day. And that is that for that portion of the video. So now we're gonna get into quarantine vibes. So while I was in self-isolation, I was obviously doing a lot of thinking, because you're so, like, you are alone, all right? Alone, like, by yourself. Bro, people, like, you feel like you're a leper, like, you have a disease and nobody wants to be next to you. Like, it's really sad. But yes, it was during this time that, like, I started to do, like, a lot of, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to call it, like, reflecting, but I guess we can call it that. I was doing a lot of thinking, and that's how I came up with the idea of a merch line, hence my t-shirt, Black Excellence. I have t-shirts, I have hoodies. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it. And for those people who have been placing their orders, You guys, I really, really appreciate you. You have no idea. It's been crazy. But I feel like I've grown to like master the whole process of like taking orders, shipping orders, packaging orders, labeling orders. Like obviously, because if you follow me on Instagram, you know I was doing that a lot. Like my boyfriend has a brand, you've seen it, the Haitian AF shirts. I was doing a lot of that, but now I feel like I've got it down pat, all right? And the reason why I started with Black Excellence is because, bro, considering what's been going on, like we have Corona, and then on top of that, we have racism. Like racism is still a thing. Like, and I feel like with Black Excellence, like we always need to be reminded of how great we are. Not that we need it, like need it per se, but like it's just good to encourage each other. Like as Black people, Black women, Black men, especially Black men are Black men. Like there's a lot of noise coming from the window, but like it's just good to encourage each other and like everybody just be in that the same wave. Like it's graduation season. Some people can't even graduate or even walk across the stage. Like, and I feel like last year around this time, like yesterday on the 9th, what's today? Today's the 20th. So like on the 19th last year, I was graduating, and like that was, graduation was like one of the biggest moments of my life, because like if you know me, like, and you know my story, like you know what it took for me to get there. So I feel like everybody has a story, everybody has a past, everybody has a history, and I feel like walking across the stage, like Black Excellence, like that's a big deal for us as Black people. So I was just thinking about that, and I was like, Black Excellence, like that's like even before me even thinking of the whole line or anything like that, last year my hashtag underneath my graduation picture was Black Excellence. Like it's just simple. Like we are the epitome of Black excellence, and it is what it is. Like be mad, don't be mad, like it just is. Like, and I feel like people will support that. People should support that. I feel like it's a way of encouraging each other. Like if you see, it's like when you see, not me, but I feel like a lot of Black men, like when they see each other in the street, if you see another Black man in the street, they like do the head nod, like, you know, I see you, like we're in this together, another Black person, like, and that's what it is. Like it's not, and I don't want everybody to get confused, because you don't have to just be Black to make an order, not even just make an order, even support Black people. Like you have Black friends, you have Black coworkers. Like if you feel like you stand behind something and you support something, you can wear the shirt. Like I have orders from people who are not Black, and somebody, she actually DM'd me and she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna look stupid wearing it, but I support it, and it is what it is. Not even just supporting me, because I've never met the girl a day in my life, but she just supports it. And I feel like if you as a person can see that from the other side and see how serious it is and see what's been going on in this world and not turning a blind eye to it, like, then you should be able to support that, and nobody should be allowed to question you otherwise or speak to you about it. And that's just how I feel. So I started with the Black Excellence. That's what that was. And I spent at least like, I want to say like a week working on, okay, what am I gonna drop on this website? Like, what am I gonna start with? And it was Black Excellence. And of course I have like a million things going on in my mind, like a million ideas, because if you know me, it's always like, oh, we should do this, we should do that, or I should do this. Like it's always like, so I'm trying my best to just take it easy, do it step by step. And I'm really excited for everybody to see what I've been working on and what I've been coming up with. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So even though, like, despite all the craziness that's been going on in 2020, like we had a rough year. Like from January, it's just been like upset. It's been like disappointment after disappointment. So I'm being very positive about the outlook on the rest of this year. I have a lot of stuff that I'm working on, like I said, and I'm so excited to share everything. Like I said in my I think it was my first video, I just feel like if you have a talent or you have something that you're working on, like I just feel like you should be excited to share that with the rest of the world. And that's what's been going on here. I mean, aside from my eyebrows being crazy because of quarantine and my hair being only God knows what I need to wash and set, yeah, everything else is looking pretty good. So I'll be back next week with another video on, I don't know what it's gonna be on yet, obviously, but I'm happy to be back on my YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed, do subscribe to this video. If you are subscribed, if you're not subscribed, hit a thumbs up, like this video, share it with your friends. Don't share it with your friends, post it on your Instagram. Don't post it on your Instagram. Like, it is what it is, but we're working. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.